What is going on YouTube? Hannah Mike making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we're going to be looking at XRP, Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as the current coin market cap and a few exchanges that I do like to trade on. So yesterday I made a video basically discussing urgent XRP Ripple, 3 days left before we see pretty much when we're going to be buying in, when we're going to be selling off. And as you guys mentioned in the comments, yes, we should really just be waiting for the consolidation to take place to really give us a sure fire sign as to which direction we're going to be moving in before we decide to lay out money and invest it into the market, because it's not worth investing into it too quickly and then watching it just all diminish and just disappear. So in today's video specifically, I do want to talk about the very interesting movements that are happening right now. We actually managed to hit a resistance and we're starting to fall back down on the daily charts, and we are starting to consolidate a little bit lower. This is a good sign for those that are interested in trading, specifically XRP as well as Bitcoin. So if you guys are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up as this does help support the YouTube algorithm. Make sure to follow me on Twitter, CryptoVOfficial. This way, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can DM me over there. Otherwise, let's jump into today's episode. Alright guys, so before we jump into today's video, I do once again want to give out a quick reminder that we are doing a Crypto TV DueDEX $200 USDT trading bonus giveaway. It is completely free to win the $200, so definitely make sure to enter the raffle by clicking the link in the description down below. This is a completely free way to, make $200. It's very easy. It is a trading bonus, so definitely make sure to take advantage of that. The link is in the description down below. You got to be in it to win it. As we approach 20,000 subscribers, I'm going to be doing more and more giveaways, so definitely make sure to turn on post notifications so you don't miss out and find out who the winner of who the winner is of the giveaway. So otherwise, moving on to the rest of today's video, you can see looking at the yesterday's episode, we pretty much discussed that there is some sort of median that we're coming down to. There is some sort of gap, slightly a little bit of gap left before we see the consolidation and finally get the final determination of which direction this market wants to move to. Now, looking at the current coin market cap, you can see for the most part we're pretty much just consolidating, not really seeing any movement across the board. It just either we're up or down a couple of percentages, but really nothing to be too surprised about. But specifically what I want to focus in on is XRP and Bitcoin specifically. We'll start with XRP, then we'll move on to Bitcoin, then we'll wrap this in with why it's important to have exchanges. Specifically, as you guys can see right here, XRP is pretty much doing its own thing, but a couple of days ago it did decide to correct pretty low, falling all the way down to 22 cents. We pretty much were able to assume it was going to continue down lower, as this did enter us to being oversold, but it also gave us a sign of, well, are we going to head lower? Are we going to head higher? It's hard to pretty much factor this in because there's no real support or resistance that we're watching. But then we started to look at the other cryptocurrencies and we got a better general understanding of where this market is moving to. When you look at Bitcoin specifically, you can see this correction wasn't necessarily out of the blue. It actually was us hitting its resistance, correcting lower, and then bottoming off at our moving average, now potentially swinging back to the upside. It also was allowing us to see that we are actually inside a very big symmetrical triangle formation, which is coming to an end very, very soon. Hence why I said there's about 3 days left. Now it's about 2 days left for the market to pretty much make up its mind and us to see a big pop. You can see right now, as we are starting to get ready for this breakout, Bitcoin is doing one of the things that we always talk about moving, and you can see it's the consolidation, the uncertainty in the market. When we see movement that is pretty much just stagnant and trading sideways, we know we are gearing up and readying ourselves for what could be a very big price spike and volume spike in the market. Another good indication is the fact that we're trading flatlined at around 50 on the RSI. This is another huge indication that volume has subsided. We're trading sideways. We're getting ready for a big pump in the market. So at this moment, as of right now, obviously we can go either direction. We can be breaking out in a bullish, fashion, or we can be breaking down and correcting in a bearish fashion. Regardless of the direction that we break, it is showing us that there is a point of breakout. So ultimately, coming down to here, September 30th, this is in 3 days left approximately. We could easily be breaking out today or tomorrow and capitalizing off this run. But basically what this means for us to do is focus in and hone in on just this movement right here. We know now that there is a resistance right here clear as day, this top yellow bar, and we also know that there's a bottom support right here, this yellow bar at the bottom. If at any point this breaks above and closes a candle, it could be today, it could be tomorrow, it could be on the 30th, above this resistance right here and closes the candle on the daily above resistance, we know we're going to be breaking bullish, we know we're going to be expanding outwards, and vice versa. If we know we're going to be breaking below here, we close, I would say, ultimately below the moving average. So if we close below, I would say 10,300 below this red band right here of support on the moving average, then it's pretty much guaranteed we're going to be correcting lower and seeing a drop in price. So how does this relate to XRP? Well, there's a very, very, very high chance that whenever Bitcoin decides to make its move, it is going to act very similarly to what XRP is going to do, or vice versa. XRP is going to follow Bitcoin to a T. So directly, if we see XRP trading sideways, we know that if we break through resistance here, we break through this moving average, we know there's a very high chance, and this resistance, the downtrend, that there's a good chance we'll be buying in long and expecting to see the price shoot up to 30 cents. Vice versa, if we reject off of here and close below it, and break below that, same thing with Bitcoin, we know that we're going to reverse downwards and correct lower. So how do we take advantage of this? Specifically, I've been using Bityard. I highly recommend you guys use Bityard too. I did link it in the description down below. Bityard allows us to basically trade XRP specifically into USDT and actually trade XRP, unlike some other exchanges. This gives us the possibilities, or endless possibilities of capitalizing off movements when the price breaks bullish or when the price breaks bearish. And we did not have that at our disposal as of a couple of weeks ago. So this is a huge opportunity and a huge update to the channel, which I highly recommend you take advantage of. Before, we could only be trading Bitcoin and sometimes Ethereum in regards to the exchange. But finally, I have found an exchange that allows us to trade XRP, which gives us a huge opportunity of capitalizing off of movements, specifically with XRP, as I know that a lot of you guys are interested in learning how to buy long and sell short on XRP. It opens up huge doors for us, as I do know there's a big community surrounding it. So ultimately, it's just a waiting game right now. You guys have to be patient just for another maybe 2 to 3 days max. The second we see confirmation, and the second we see a breakout for either Bitcoin or Ethereum, mainly Bitcoin though, above or below this resistance or support, we know the second we see that confirmation and a close of the candle, obviously we'll be updating you guys on my Patreon, but we'll also be updating you guys here on YouTube, and we'll basically show you the trade. And I have no problem buying in and showing you guys exactly how I'm trading and exactly what I'm trading at the exact time. So I have no problem doing that. I will save it for when we do decide to buy in. So get ready, because it's going to be probably another day or two before we see this consolidation. But the longer this sideways movement lasts, the more volume and the bigger the price spike is going to be. You can see back here when we had this consolidation, which was pretty much from the 10th all the way to the 20th, 10 days of sideways movement, the breakout that was explained afterwards, or that was shown afterwards, was massive. So the longer we see this sideways trading happen, the bigger the breakout is going to be. So consider that when investing. Lastly, looking at the S&P 500, once again, we're seeing that consolidation. We have a clear bearish divergence. We have the uptrend moving higher, the RSI moving lower. Ultimately, we're just pretty much hanging out here for this month. I'm really waiting for this month's candle to close. We have 3 days, 8 hours left before we see which direction we're going to pop to. So definitely make sure to subscribe and follow along as we watch where this coin's going to be moving to. Obviously, we'll be updating you very soon, very quickly, but I do know that normally when these candles close, the following candle that opens up sees a big volume. It sees big volume and big movements, just depicting that it's a new candle opening up. Otherwise, if you guys are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up, as this does help support the YouTube algorithm. Follow me on Twitter, CryptoVofficial, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.